Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of Matchbox Marks Diecast Restorations. So on the roundabout for this resto, I've got a Rolls Royce. And as I stated last week at the end of my video, I got this idea from Juan over at Matchbox Resurrection. He just did one of these, I think a super fast version, and I've had this in my docket for a while to do, and I've never done a Rolls Royce to my understanding. So excited to do this. Let's see what we've got here. So we have got the Rolls Royce Silver Shadow number 24, made in England by Lesney. A true classic of a car. Opening bonnet or boot. Is it a boot or bonnet? I can't remember what they call it overseas. But anyway, I got my trunk, and actually it's a boot. The bonnet's the front. All right, so let's break out the big book, see if there's any variations to this bad boy. Obviously, it's a reddish color. I'm hoping metallic red is one of them, because that's what Juan did, and it came out spot on. So anyway, let's get it off the roundabout, and let's get started. All right, so here is my Rolls Royce, and it looks like it's a metallic red, just as Juan did in his Resto. Let's see if there's any variations. No, none. So there it is. Rolls Royce Silver Shadow 24C, metallic red body, black plastic tires, 1967, year I was born, good year. All right. So, let's see if we can make this looking a little bit more metallic-y. All right, looking forward to it. Stick around. All right, so here's my Rolls Royce. I'll tell you one thing, these are some of the most beautiful cars ever made. Just classy, elegant. And Rolls Royce went on to build the world's best jet engines too. So I actually saw on the Discovery Channel a tour of their plant a while ago, and they really take good care of their people too over at Rolls Royce. So anyway, all right, so let's get off the base, see what we've got here. Hopefully I can take off the tires. That's always my goal. I don't know if I'm going to paint them or not. They're in pretty good shape. So we'll do that. And here's the suspension. It's kind of interesting. Not your typical one. And then this right here, the front end, I'm lucky that this is still intact, because this just kind of slid out before I took it apart. And interior, nice and simple. And then I'll drill out that hole, and I believe the trunk will stay intact on this one. All right, so I will take out the windshield and figure out the tires and see what I've got. Stick around. All right, here are my Rolls Royce's parts. Managed to get these out, and if you watch my video of the Ford Mustang, I lost one of these, and I used one of these rivets as a replacement. Had some good comments. Thank you very much for that little trick, and I am ready to put it in the stripper. And actually, I got to get out the big book first. I don't want to forget that. All right, stick around. All right, here's my rolls. Got all the paint off it. And hopefully all the little pitting will get filled in from the primer. I'm going to paint it white primer so I can make it a nice metallic. All right. Stick around. Here's the Rolls Royce. I'm going to paint a little chrome. And then hopefully some metallic red. All right, stick around. All right, so here's my Rolls. And it actually looks pretty good, except for this. That sticks out too much. So I'm going to put it in the stripper and redo it. Because, you know, I love working twice. All right, let me know what you think about this first round on the paint. With the chrome paint and everything. So it came out pretty decent. All right, stick around. All right, here's my Rolls Royce, ready to be assembled. All right, stick around for the final reveal. All right, before we take a look at the final reveal, let's see what I started with. A factory Rolls Royce Silver Shadow. And let's see where I ended up. All right, it is time for my reveal for my Rolls Royce. This one was, it was fun, of course. A little bit of a challenge with the chrome paint and then the metallic red. I had to redo it because it didn't look good. But anyway, did the rims. I didn't paint the tires. And just cleaned it up. Gave it a new paint job. Let me know how the red turned out. It's, I'm not really a big fan of doing the metallic paints because they're kind of finicky, but anyway. So, that is this week's Resto. All right, let's see what's on the docket for next week. Next week, we got another classic of a car. This one is, I believe it's the Pontiac. Let me see here. Yeah, the Pontiac Sports Coupe. Definitely needs a good cleaning. Nice new paint job. I think this one has kind of like a gray interior, but so that's this one. All right, let's put the rolls back on the roundabout for one more final spin. I want to thank you for watching, of course, and stay tuned coming up for my Wacky Wednesdays for March. And I'll catch you in the next video.
That's all, folks.